Hey, DTA, what is that thing you're holding? This giant Men in Black mind eraser looking thing. I don't know, guys. Every time I walk into a place with this thing or at a friend's party or whatever, people always ask me what this is. And I tell them, I'm like, I like to do the vape thing that's been, sweeping the nation in the United States for 2 or 3 years now. And I went and picked this up in the store for about $75. You can get one of these online, I shit you not, for like $50. You can get $20 cheaper online than you can in stores. I'm not trying to knock stores because sometimes stores come with warranties and stuff like that. Online usually doesn't. But this is called the VAMO V5. This is probably, I've owned 3 different batteries. I'm going to call them batteries. I've owned 3 different batteries that, what the battery does is it charges up and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, I've owned 3 different one of these. Not this one, obviously, in particular, but I've owned 3 batteries. I've owned a Vision Spinner, I've owned a E-Fire, and I have owned this one, and I owned a slightly different version of this one. But right now, this is the one I've been using. I've been using this for like 2 or 3 months now. So this is definitely the best one I have. This one's cool because it's got the screen that lights up on there, and I'm going to show you guys in a couple minutes different features you can do with that screen, which is pretty cool. It's got different screens, and different buttons that do different things that I will show you in a couple minutes. I'm going to have a little like first-person look thing in a minute here. But it does the 3 buttons, the power button, the 2 up and down button, so it's pretty cool. And every time I go to these parties, like I was saying before, every time I go to these parties, I end up explaining myself and explaining all the features and everything, to people, and they're always like, "Oh, I get an eyeball." Anyways, but I thought I'd do a video for you guys just to explain to you guys, and maybe you guys will go out and buy a VAMO V5. They're not that expensive if you're looking to get into vaping, and they're actually really, really good. So if you're gonna go out and buy one of these, first thing I would suggest is getting the battery, right, and then getting an actual battery, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Inside is an 18650. There we go, 18650 3100 milliamp battery. 3100. I would suggest getting. I would suggest getting an eFest battery, which you can find on this website. Either on the screen or in the description below. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, so either way, you can go and get one of these batteries. I will leave a link in the description for you guys. You can go get one of these batteries. Awesome. They work really good. I would suggest getting 2 because you use one, you charge the other one up. You're done with this one, you charge this one up, use the other one. It will flip-flop. You got some money, go get 3 because these batteries don't wear out that much. I mean, I don't really notice a difference every time I charge them. I've charged them up like maybe 15, 20 times now. I still don't notice a difference in like battery drop, how much faster it drops, even though I've used them so many times now. But the batteries are really good. eFest 3100 milliamp 18650 is this VAMO V5 takes. So you have to get that and this. You can also find chargers, which my charger is in the other room. So I will leave a link in the description for you guys on that. I was going to do this, but I'm going to do it right now. So yeah, I am going to do it. On this, as you just seen, you can screw and put the battery inside, so it has that feature. The threads, I believe they're called, are pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like a stainless steel sort of material that this is made out of. It's pretty, heavy. It's, it sits flat and stuff on the table, but the material it's made out of makes it nice and heavy. Like I said, it sits flat on the table. And like I said, the threads are nice. This also comes off, this part right here. So you can do it that way, or you can do it with the spring on the bottom. So it's got 2 different ways you can, open it up and put the battery in. So it's pretty good. It's doesn't really make a difference which way you put the battery in, but anyways, it's it's still pretty good. So obviously, like any other battery, you turn it on with 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turns on, says system on. And I'm going to give you guys a first-person look at what the screen says and how to adjust it and everything else. So if you already have one and you want to know some of the ways to adjust power and voltage settings and display settings and stuff like that, I'm going to show you guys right now. So real quick here, we have it on. I press the power button and it says 5 volts. Now you can have it say volts or watts. So the way to do that is by clicking both these top buttons right here. Both the top buttons, there we go. Power settings. You can scroll through the settings by the right button. The right button scrolls through your settings, right? Once you get I'm going to keep scrolling until I stop talking. So once you get on a setting you like, you can click the left button. You can change it from voltage on the power settings, obviously. You can change it from voltage or power. Power is watts and volts are volts, you know. So I'll put it on power here just to show you guys. So now you have watts on your screen, right? So now you can go even higher than I had 5 on there. So now you can go even higher, right? All the way up to 15. So I'll go back down to 9. And obviously, to change that back, you click both buttons. There we go. Click the left button to change it. And I think it's volts, right? Yep, there you go. Alright. And then wait for the screen to go off. Click it, and then now it's 3 volts. So go back down to 5 here. There you go. So that's how to change the volts to watts and back and everything else. So you click both buttons. When you get to a screen you like, which is not that one. There we go. When you get to power voltage, you can click the left button, and you can change it with either, I think it's the left button only, but you can change it like that. If you go back, I believe it's the right button. You can go up, LCD display. You can display the voltage. You can display the resistant. There we go. Not what I wanted to do. And what that does is, I believe when you hit the power button when you're vaping, it displays your battery life, or displays your resistance or whatever, and it displays all sorts of stuff. But when you hit the power button, see right now it displays just my voltage, what volts I'm vaping at here. So I'll go back down to 5 here. And the last one, I believe, is the LCD on or off, which I'm going to leave it on, obviously, which the LCD is your screen here. So I hope that was a little helpful for you guys. That's with all the buttons and what the buttons do and the different options you have on the VAMO V5. And this one's a little more advanced than just regular spinners. And I'm back. I want to show you guys the way it vapes, the way, how much smoke it heats up the tank and blah, 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 how much, it works, it's a great battery to get. So I'm going to screw this on here. This is my Aero tank, my Kanger Tech. I did a review on this, so if you'd like to see the review on the tank I'm putting on here, the link will also be in the description below. You can go check that out. This tank is pretty cheap, if you wanted to go buy one for your battery. I would suggest doing it. It's really great. It's got airflow control on there and all sorts of good stuff. So this is the VAMO V5. This is going to be a little vape test here. I'm going to vape at 5.0 volts. All right. So 5.0 volts. Now the volts on this go up to 6. On a regular spinner, just like spinning it at the bottom, only goes up to 4.8. So this one has an additional about 10 volts or so. All right. So here we go. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Obviously, I believe the higher you go, the more hot it gets and the more smoke you get. So I'm going to take it down 5 volts. I'm going to go to 4.5 and show you guys that there's a little less smoke, and the smoke is actually a little less hot. Well, you can't obviously feel that, but Also, you can also hold it in longer, I feel, because the hotter it is, the more smoke you kind of get, and the shorter takes you can get, or the shorter pulls, I believe it's called. The shorter pulls you can get, and obviously the lower voltage you go, the more pull, the longer your pulls can get. So like I said, 4.5 one more time here. I'm going to try and do like a 4-second pull. Pretty nice. That was a 4.5. Alright, so this is the VAMO V5. One more time. You got the display on there. Very nice. It shows you the features of that. You got the 18650 battery in here. Like I said, if you want to get one of these, I would suggest buying an 18650 because your mod won't work without the 18650. I'm not sure if you get a VAMO V5 online if it will come with a battery. I would imagine it comes with just like a little shitty battery that they pulled out of the garbage, because mine did when I bought it from the store. But there's that. eFest is the name of the battery. I will leave a link in the description for that. And one more time, if you guys want to check out the review on the tank, I'm using this bad boy up here, the Aero tank. Pretty nice tank. It was my first tank I bought for my original Vision Spinner, which was my first battery. Check it out. It'll be in the link in the description. One more time, guys. I am DTA with DTA Vaping. Don't forget to vape every day and check out my videos while you're vaping, because what goes better with a good vaping video than, vaping, All right. See you guys in the next one. Peace.